Welcome to another explosive edition of Sean's Entertainment on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe, where it's always prolific, consistent, and dedicated, and sometimes historic. Now, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, while WWE has teased, and yes, they certainly have teased, a third member of The Shield, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, there's been various superstars that have been teased. It said that there are currently no plans to bring in a new member into the group that with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose at this time. Also, as of this week, Seth Rollins is not going to be an official member of Evolution like many fans had speculated. At first, I thought that's what it was, but I think WWE has a new plan. They have a new direction. Seth Rollins, the evolution of Seth Rollins. One point of discussion within WWE right now is the ring gear that Rollins will be wearing now that he's not in the Shield. Well, here, let's talk about Rollins and his ring gear. I think he should just wear what he wore in NXT. You know, the trunks there, you know, and his music, his entrance music, you know, that's been another hot, popular topic. Although it's not the greatest, it's decent. I think it's a better theme than what Cesaro has right now. I think Seth Rollins is going to fit into his role very nicely, and I think Seth Rollins is going to go on a run like you haven't seen in a long time. Seth Rollins is going to make the most of this opportunity. He's going to take the ball and run with it. And Seth Rollins is going to, you know, raise a lot of eyebrows. He's going to impress a lot of people. He's going to do a lot of things that probably were unexpected. Seth Rollins is one of those guys that, well, led us on the Seth Shocker, so to speak, which that's another rumor that's going to be the name of his new move. Although, once again, that's not confirmed. But I think Seth Rollins is doing great right now. You know, it's just started, but he's still aligning himself with Randy Orton. He's still aligning himself with Triple H. Well, Evolution's pretty much dead and gone, I guess you could say, without Batista there. You know, just like the Shield isn't the same. The Shield isn't the Shield without a third member, although they'll still run with the idea of the Shield because it sells a lot of merch. They put it on shirts, hats, posters, what have you. But Seth Rollins, you know, he's going to come into his own. Seth Rollins is a valuable asset to the WWE, and you know the WWE should invest a lot of time and commitment and value and prestige, because Seth Rollins is one of those superstars that comes along and you can see something special. You can see the evolution of Seth Rollins right before your very eyes. The architect of the Shield. He was the one that channeled the energy of the Shield. He is the one that you know, branched the Shield out and made them really known. He said that he was the one that set this all up. It was his vision. It was his plan. And he destroyed his own plan. And he was the cancer of the group. But Seth Rollins doesn't see it that way. He sees it as a man that built up a group that could go no further. And he destroyed it. And now the Shield, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, are on a collision course to ruin Seth Rollins. But ladies and gentlemen, I want your comments and I want your opinions. And what do you think Seth Rollins' new gimmick or his in-ring attire should be? As far as his gimmick concerned, that's another thing. WWE's working on his gimmick. They're working on his entrance. Obviously, they got his music already down. But I guess there are still things, there's still kinks that need to be worked out. But you can see where the WWE is going with Seth Rollins, and it's a push in the right direction. And I only see positives coming from this. And look, when you look at it, the Shield beat everybody. They destroyed everybody. There was really nowhere else for the Shield to go. And now Seth Rollins is going to be one of those superstars that comes along and branches out and becomes his own unique performer. Your comments, your opinions, and what do you think should be Seth Rollins' in-ring attire? You know, what should his gimmick be? How should he work? How should he act? How should he react? How should all of these things that makes up Seth Rollins be on WWE TV? Subscribe.